Okay, so palms are turned up, eyes are closed. And we'll just take a few full breaths, so belly, ribs, chest, so full breaths, or you could even do a full breath from the feet to the top of the head. A big exhale, try exhaling through the mouth. And take another deep breath in, this time extend that even more, breathing in. And then an even longer, slower exhale. This time take your focus all the way down to your feet. And then take your next inhale, feeling the focus moving from the feet to the top of the head, breathing in. And then from the top of the head down to the feet, breathing out. One more like this, full body breath. And out. And then from here, just bring the knees into the chest and just hold on to the knees. Keep the eyes closed. Keep focusing on the breath. Just feel a nice relaxed position through the back. Shoulder blades are broad. Soften into the belly as you continue with the belly breathing. One more breath like this. Then we'll take both legs over towards the left. Let the legs drop down. Turn your head to the right. And then just stay with those easy breaths. Feel into the back, feel into the waist, feel into the hips. Just take one or two more breaths like this. And then draw the navel in as you take the legs to the other side, rolling across slowly. And again, once you're in that position, close your eyes and just stay with the breathing. Feeling into the back and the hips, and again, into the waist. Now keep the arms out wide. Bring your knees back into the middle. Now hold it and keep the knees together. So just lift the feet off the ground. Keep the knees together. Keep the knees quite close to the chest. Arms out wide. We're going to take the legs over to the left, but not touching the ground, and then over to the right. And then you can roll your head in the opposite direction as you keep moving side to side with the legs. One more in each direction. And we're going to go over to the left. And again, just go all the way to the floor and then look back to the right. Let's see if we can extend that a little bit further, a little bit more active in that stretch. And then we'll go across the other side. Same again, hold it all the way to the floor, a little bit more active stretch. And then come back to the middle. Let's take the feet to the ground. First, we're going to take both arms behind. Tilt the pelvis, lift the hips, come up into a bridge. And then just keep your arms behind, just kind of snaking down the spine. We'll do that again. Tilt the pelvis, lift the hips, and snaking down. We'll do a few more like that. Lifting up, snaking down. One more. And then once again, bringing the knees back into the chest, but now bring your nose up towards the knees. Squeeze the breath out. Inhale, lower your head, create a bit of space between your abdomen and your thighs. And then exhale again, nose towards the knees, squeeze it in. Inhale, bring the head down. Again, exhale, bring your nose towards the knees. Inhale, bring your head down. Now keep your head down, reach back with both your arms and extend one leg away, keeping that leg off the floor. And now bring your nose to the knees, grab your knees, lower your head down, reach back with your arms, extend the other leg away. And then exhale again, nose towards the knees. Inhale, extending the leg away as you reach your arms behind. Exhale, bring your nose to the knees. Inhale, extending. Exhale up. Now you can keep doing that, or if you want, you can extend both legs away. And then come back in, nose to knees, couple more. Arms and legs out, one or two legs. Keep the back imprinted into the mat. Two more. One more here. And then hold the knees, lower your head. And then slowly extend your legs down the mat, reaching back through both arms. Take a bit of a yawny stretch. And raise your right leg up. Come up and grab your leg by the calf and bring your nose towards the knee. Now hold it there for a second. And then lower that leg down. Reach back through both arms. Taking the other leg up, bring your nose towards the knee. Hold it there. Inhale, stretching back. Exhale, right leg up, nose towards the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale, we're going to do twice more each leg coming up. Exhale. Inhale, extending, left leg up. Exhale. Lengthen, breathing in. Coming up, breathing out. One more. And then inhale, reaching back. Exhale, bringing your arms down. Now bend your knees, place your feet on the ground, lift your bottom up and just place your hands underneath your bottom. So your thumbs are resting onto, your bottom's resting onto your thumbs. Tilting the pelvis back, so imprinting your lower back, and then raising your legs up towards the ceiling. So we're going to keep the legs together, pelvic floor engaged, core engaged, and then start to bring your legs away. Go to about 3/4 of the way towards the floor. Then bend your knees towards you and then raise your legs up, breathing in. Exhale, keep extending long through the legs, drawing the navel in as the legs come down. Bring it in and raise the legs up. Exhale, long as extend out through the legs. Bring it in, raise the legs up. Pelvic floor engages. Bending long. Bring it in. Bring it up one more time. And then reverse. So start with the legs down close to the mat, up to the ceiling, in towards your chest. So go a little slower to challenge it and really focus on that deep core, engaging, lower back, imprinting. Try not to let the belly bulge upwards. We'll do two more. Last one here. And we're going to raise the legs and hold the legs lifted. Stay there, straight legs up. Now lift your head and shoulders and come up onto your elbows. So you're sitting on your elbows. Your hands are still underneath your bottom and you're just sitting up on your elbows. And then start to lower the legs away, extending, and take them out to a point where you can hold it. You don't want your back to lift, and just hold it there. Keep your core engaged. Keep that pelvic floor engaged. Holding another 3. Keep the breath going. 2. 1 more, and then bring the knees in. Hold on to the knees. Good. Let it go for a moment. Couple of breaths. We're going to take the feet to the floor. Bring the feet quite close to your bottom, arms down alongside the body. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, intertwine the fingers underneath, draw the shoulder blades together, press down into the floor, squeeze your glutes and hold it here. Focus the breath at the throat. Keep that squeeze on the glutes. Keep pressing down into the arms and feet. And one more breath here. Lift a little bit higher, come down through the spine. Soles of the feet come together. Wrap your arms around the top of the head and soften into this position. Glutes soften, belly softens, groin. And take another 2 breaths like this. And slide the legs down the mat. Take a big stretch out with your arms reaching back. On your exhale, raise your arms to the ceiling, come to sitting, and reach towards your toes. And we'll just stay there for a moment. A little bit of a stretch in the back. And then roll back down slowly. Take your arms overhead again. Take a breath in. Raise your arms back to the ceiling. Tuck your chin, rolling back up, reaching back towards your toes. Now, depending on how your back is feeling, keep working at that pace, nice and slowly, reaching back. And then drawing in. You can even use your elbows a little bit to press the floor away to help you come up. If you're feeling like you're warming up a bit and the spine feels good, then you can go a little faster. And we're going to continue just in your own pace. Okay, last few in your own time. So one more to meet by the feet. Stay here and hold that forward bend. And soften and sink here a little. Another couple of breaths like this. And then we slowly come out of that position. Now let's go into a butterfly position. So bring the soles of the feet together, pull them in close. Hold on to the toes, starting with a little bit of a bob up and down with the knees. A little bit of movement in the hips.
On your next inhale, lift the knees nice and high. On the exhale, lean forward a little bit. And then just close your eyes for a few breaths. And you can slowly see if you can go a little deeper as you're holding. And then easing out of that position slowly. Now, I'm going to turn this way, but you can stay sitting as you are. We're just going to take the legs out wide. So have your hands onto your shins or your knees and sit up nice and tall with the legs wide. And we just do that side bending. So just sliding down towards the ankles, side to side. And try and keep the body quite upright. As you slide from side to side, you're not leaning forward too much. So it really is more about that side bend. We'll just do a couple more in each direction. And the next time you go to the right, we'll stay there. You might grab your foot, raise your left arm up, and just stretch long through that top side of the body. So lengthen, keeping the hip anchored into the mat. And then coming up slowly, slide over to the other side. Same again, bring that arm up and over. And lengthen the top side of the body, keep your hip anchored. And then slowly release. Good. Just bring the legs a little bit closer. Keep sitting tall and take your arms out wide. Nice and upright. Legs are still wide, but not as wide as we had a second ago. We're going to take the left hand towards the right foot, right hand towards the left foot. Keep going side to side. And you want to really keep the arms nice and wide. Remember, not just swinging the arms across the body. You want to twist at the waist. If you can, you're bringing in the exhale as you tap. And a short inhale in between. You can go a little faster. And then slow it down. And we'll come back to the center. We'll take that nice deep breath in. Raise your arms up. We'll turn towards the right leg, one hand either side, or hold on to the toes, sinking down towards that leg. Hold and breathe. Taking the inhale up, turn to the other side, exhale, and again reaching towards the leg. And inhale, raising the arms nice and tall, releasing back down. We're going to come around to a hands and knees position. So let's start with our cat flows here. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips, starting with an exhale, going into your round spine. Suck the tummy in. And then dip through the spine, looking and extending forward, breathing in, exhaling again, rounding out. Keep flowing through. You might want to close your eyes, really tap into the sensations of the back. Notice if your body is avoiding any of the areas, maybe by rocking, not quite going full range. All right, so we'll flatten the spine. So come to neutral, have your hands under the shoulders, plug the shoulders in, tuck your toes. Nice and strong through the arms, just hovering the knees off the floor, keeping the core engaged. Stay here, steady. One more breath. Press up to the mountain and then hold it here. Strong arms. You might march the feet a little bit here. A few more breaths. And then both heels can press towards the mat and stay here. Suction the hands, back of the chin. Just check in a little bit with the legs. If you find the hamstrings are still a bit tight, then unlock the knees more. So you're not collapsing through the lower back or dipping, tucking the tailbone too much. One more breath and then ease down to the knees again, hands and knees position. So again, hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to take the right leg behind, lift it up, looking forward. And as you do, lift that leg up, keep your arms strong. Then exhale, go into your round spine. Push the ground away, suck the tummy in. Inhale, lifting the leg. And then exhale, go into a round spine. Keep going, navel to spine. Inhale, looking forward. And then exhale, press the floor away. One more here. That knee comes back to the ground. We're going to go to the other side. So lifting the left leg up, arms are strong, look forward. Exhale, go into your round spine, suck the tummy and nose to the knee. Inhale and exhale. One more here. And place that knee back on the ground. Good. Now, keeping your arms strong, we're going to do a little variation. So you're going to take that right leg out behind. And then take that right knee towards your right elbow or shoulder. So you're looking back, keep that knee up, and then reach it back behind, breathing in, looking forward. So exhale, bringing that knee towards your shoulder, and then inhale, and you're looking towards the shoulder as if you're trying to get your knee to touch the shoulder. Then reach that leg back behind. Exhale as if you're trying to get the knee to touch the shoulder. Inhale, behind. And again, try and keep that leg up. So aim it towards your shoulder rather than your elbow if you can. Squeeze into your waist. One more here. And then we keep the leg behind. Stay here. Keep it lifted. Keep the head up. Then take your foot over and touch the floor on the left side. Bring it up and over and touch it on the right side. So you're making a little arch behind you. Take that foot over, touch the floor, bring it back the other way. Keep your arms strong. Keep the head lifted a little. Keep your core strong and keep the leg nice and straight. Keep going up and over, touch. Couple more. You try to keep the rest of the body nice and still. Good. Up and over, touch, up and over, touch. One more. And then we're going to take that leg back, hold it, and then lift your opposite arm out in front. Keep that right arm strong. Keep the arm and leg lifted, holding, 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 holding. And then bring it down. Good. Let's tuck the toes and push up to the mountain before we go to the other side. Press the floor away. And then ease back down to the knees. All right, so let's take the left leg out behind, hold it here. Good, now take that left leg towards your left shoulder and look towards the shoulder. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale again. You're aiming towards the shoulder. It's an exhale, and you're crunching into your waist. Do one more like that. And then hold the leg behind. Stay here. Take it over. Touch the right. Up and over. Touch the left. Good. Keep that going. Up and over. Lift it a little bit higher. Up, over, up, over. Try to keep the head lifted and the rest of the body nice and still. And straight leg. Good. Two more. And then bring that leg behind. Stay here and then reach your opposite arm out in front. Good. Steady through the arm, steady through the leg, lifting, strong through the supporting arm, holding, strong core, and then bring it down. Tuck the toes, press back to the mountain. Hold. All right, let's come back to the knees and now come all the way forward onto your stomach and sitting up on your forearms. Okay, so elbows directly underneath the shoulders and shoulders away from the ears. And then in this position, lift your pelvic floor, send your pubic bone slightly towards the floor, and then come up onto the knees. So we're going elbows and knees. Okay, so we want to have a straight line through the spine. So prone hold. Head is lifted a little bit. Watch it, you're not dipping through the back. Pull the ribs in and keep the spine straight from the crown to the tailbone. Pelvic floor engaging. Now try tucking your toes and then lifting your knees if you can. And hold. Another couple of breaths like this. And then the knees come down. I'm going to come all the way down to the floor. Stretch your arms out to the front, turning your palms in. Shoulders are away from the floor or from your ears. Belly in. Lift your head up and lift one arm and opposite leg off the floor. Bring that down. Switch sides. Just make sure you're not twisting or rolling about. Bring it back down. Lift it up and hold it. And down, other side, lift and hold. And down, switch again. One more switch. Now try both legs lifting, both arms lifting, squeezing your glutes. Keep the head lifted. Hold it for a breath. One more. Release. Slide the hands back. And then come back to child's pose. Big exhale, release. Okay, 2 more breaths here. And then come back to hands and knees. You're going to lie back onto your stomach. Same again, forearms. Forearms underneath forearms on the floor, elbows underneath the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. Same thing. So in that prone hold position, pelvic floor engages. Come up onto the knees, so elbows and knees. Now draw the shoulders away from the ears. If you want, stay here or try tucking your toes, lifting the knees. You can also just keep one knee on the ground and one leg straight. And hold. Another couple of breaths. And then come all the way down. Let's extend out through the arms. Float the forehead off the ground. Draw the belly in. Now lift both arms and legs up. And then we're going to alternate. So you're going to go one arm, opposite leg, switching. And keep switching, switching, switching. Keeping the legs and arms nice and straight. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And come back to child's pose. Big exhale, release the back. Okay, come up to hands and knees. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Knees directly underneath the hips. We're going to take the left arm up towards the ceiling. Push out of the bottom arm. Try and stay with your shoulder above your hands. So come forward a little bit and head lifted. And then from there, reach through, but don't go all the way to the floor. Just reach through. Your arm stays about level with your elbow. And then we do it again. Inhale, reaching. Stay forward a little bit so your ear is above your hands. So have a look. Try not to go back like this, okay? So try not to lean away from your hands. Stay over that arm. Exhale, reach. One more. Inhale. Push the bottom arm away. And then exhale, reach. Place a hand on the ground. Let's go to the other side. So right arm. Your ear stays above your hand. Try not to go towards your bottom with your heels towards your bottom. Or your bottom towards your heels. And then reach it through. So again, inhale, up. And then exhale, reach. And again, inhale, up. And exhale, reach. Couple more. And exhale, reach. Good, one more. And reach. And then place your hand on the ground. Once again, tuck your toes, push up to the mountain. And stay here. So strong through the arms. Breathe easy. Now come forward into a high plank. And from the high plank, place your right knee on the ground. Swivel your left foot and raise your left arm. Stay here. Now keep the left foot on the ground. Keep your right arm strong. We're going to do threading the needle again, same way. So you're going to reach through as if you're trying to grab something behind you. Inhale, raise your arm back up. Exhale, as you reach through, push through that supporting arm. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, reaching through, rotate your spine. Inhale, reaching up. One more time. Exhale, reaching through. Inhale, reaching up. Place your hand on the ground. Swivel around. Press up to the mountain. Exhale. Come forward into your high plank. Bring your left knee down. Swivel the foot. Raise your right arm up. Hold it here. Reach through underneath. Inhale, open. Exhale, reaching through. Inhale, open, press out of that arm. Exhale, reaching through. Inhale, open, 2 more. 1 more here. And then bring your hand down onto the ground, push back to the mountain, hold it here. Okay. Take another exhale. Come forward into your high plank, strong core. Now from here, take your right knee down. We're going to do that one more time. Left foot behind, raising your left arm up. So you can stay exactly like this, or if you want to, straighten out both legs. So you're stacking one foot behind the other. And same thing again, either with the knee on the ground or not, threading the needle. So inhale, reaching. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach through. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach through. 1 more here. Exhale. Hands to the floor, back to the mountain. Exhale, holding. Big lift up. Coming back into the plank, bring your left knee down. Swivel. Make sure your hand is under the shoulder. Stay exactly here or straighten out both legs. And again, reach through. Inhale, up. Exhale, rotating. Inhale, up. You can have that knee down if you want. We're doing 2 more here. And 1 more. And then we come back around, back up to the mountain and hold it. Now come down to the knees, sit back to your feet, bring your hands behind your back, intertwine the fingers, draw back, so you're sitting upright. Let's give the shoulders a bit of a stretch here. Good, hold it here. One more breath. All right, hands come back to the floor. Tuck your toes, press back to the mountain. Now raise your right leg high. And then come forward into that high plank again, but bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale, raise that leg up high. And then exhale, bring the knee towards your chest as you come into your plank. Inhale. Now 1 more time, but this time step the leg through between the hands. Take the back foot on an angle. Come up to your warrior stance. Intertwine your fingers. Have your index fingers pointing up. Bend quite deeply through the front knee. Reach your arms long. Drive into the back leg. Holding for a few breaths. Lift your gaze. Good. Take another breath here. And we take the hands down to the floor. Come back to the mountain. Big exhale. Now raise your left leg high. Come forward into that plank and bring the knee in underneath the chest. Inhale as we go up. And then exhale, come forward, driving into the arms. Inhale, going up. Exhale, forward. And this time we step through. Take the back foot on an angle. Drive through the legs. Intertwine the fingers, go a little lower. Hold it here. Strong through the arms. Take another couple of breaths like this. One more breath. Hands come down to the floor. Step back to the mountain. Exhale. 2 breaths here. Big releasing breaths. Strong arms. Raise your right leg high. Step it through and back foot on an angle. Come back up to warrior 1. Intertwine the fingers. Hold it here. Now from here, get a little lower. Swivel the back foot. Lean the body forward. Stay here, or if you can, you're going to take that back leg off the ground. Squeeze your glutes. Hold. Put back down, raise your arms. Come back to the mountain. Exhale. Hang in there. Last little bit of effort. Raise that left leg high. Come forward. Place the foot. Bring the back foot on an angle. Drive through. Coming back up. Intertwine the fingers. A little lower. Holding. Now swivel the foot. Lean the body. And if you can, lift that leg up. Use your glutes. And coming back, place your hands to the floor and back to the mountain. Hold it here. One more time into your plank. Lower the body to the ground. Reach your arms to the front. Last one here like this. So core engaging, lifting your head up, taking both arms and legs off the floor. Now again, we're going to go opposite arm to leg. So keep switching it. And you can go a little quicker. Switch, switch, switch. Keep your chin tucked. So looking down, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Couple more. And release completely. Now bring your hands on top of each other. Turn your head to one side. Take your knee out in the same direction as that you're facing. Close your eyes for a few breaths. Let's take that leg down. Turn the head in the other direction. Just do the same thing. Just in that flapping fish pose. Relaxing the back. Soften the belly. Come back to center. Now bring your hands on top of each other. Rest your forehead onto your hands. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Tuck your toes, shoulders away from the ears. And now bring your heels towards your bottom. And keep the heels together and knees wide. So from here, so you've got a frog leg position through the legs. Belly in, and now lift your legs up. And then come down. And again, belly stays in. Lift your legs up. Squeeze. And coming down. And again, lift your legs up. So try and squeeze your glutes and your knees are wide. Frog leg position. Couple more. Up. And down. One more. Lifting. And down. And we're going to lift. And now stay here and do a little double time pulse. Up and down. Squeezing up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Bring the legs down. Come back to hands and knees. And push up to the mountain. So the mountain's a bit of a counter pose here. Now raise your right leg high. Step that leg through and stay there with the back foot on your toes and then straighten the front leg. Drive into the heel and big toe and sink a little lower towards that front leg. Hamstring stretch. And then step back to the mountain. Raise your left leg high. Step it through, same again. Back foot stays on your toes, straighten out the front leg, nose towards the knee. And then bend the front knee, step to the front of the mat, and then come to a sitting position, sitting on the mat. We're going to sit towards the front of the mat, still holding on to the knees. We'll do a little bit of rolling. That feels okay. So holding on to the knees, feet off the ground. Just roll to your shoulder blades. You want to really make sure you stay nice and round if you're doing this one. Sucking the tummy in. We'll do one more. And then come to lie down onto your back. Keeping your knees bent, hands on the floor, spine long. Take a little bit of a movement through the spine so you're finding neutral. Okay, so you're not quite imprinted, but you're not lifting. And then do a little lift of the pelvic floor. You're engaging those deep core muscles. Then take your legs up to tabletop. Hold it here and place your hands against your thighs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press your thighs towards your hands and your hands press back towards your thighs. So press the two together. Pelvic floor engages, jeans zip up. Now, if you can lift your head and shoulders, you can add that in or keep your head down and then stay there. Keep pressing through the legs. Hold and breathe. Couple more breaths here. And then lower your head down. Take your feet to the floor and hold. All right, one more like this. So you really want to think about that core activation. You are going to get hip flexors as well, but try to focus on that pelvic floor and that deep center core. So the legs come up to tabletop again. Hands are against the thighs. Pressing the thighs against the hands. Lift the head and shoulders. Keep pressing the two towards each other. Pelvic floor engaging. Holding, 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 holding. One more breath. And we come down. We're going to straighten the legs out. Reach back with your arms. Take a big breath in. And then bring the knees back to the chest and over towards the left. Let your head turn to the right and stay there and breathe easy. And then we'll take the legs across to the other side. Same again. And come back to the center. Straighten the legs back out. So lying down on the mat. Just like we started. Have your palms turned up. Close your eyes. And then reconnect to the breath. And once again, start down by your feet. Take your focus with one full breath in from the feet to the top of the head, from the top of the head back down to the feet. Do that a couple more times. Then just focus the breath belly to chest. So not full body, but just belly to chest. And then let your breath just flow naturally, but focus the breath in and out through the nostrils. And then on your next inhale, again, take a big breath in and reach your arms behind. Take a big stretch. Bring your knees into the chest. Make your way to a sitting position. Namaste.